Hello everyone, my name is Quad and welcome to a little bit more of a spontaneous video than usual. Today we're going to look at Epitaph Prime, a weapon we recently got with Sevagoth Prime and Nautilus Prime. To get it, you will have to open a few relics. You can see the relics right here: Liv W4, Axie 06 and Neo E4. Before you actually try and farm these relics, be sure to check them out in the codex if they are vaulted. Go to the Codex Universe, go here for the Arcanes and just write Epitaph. So you should see all the relics here and look at the locations here where you can get it. If the relic is vaulted, it will also say that it is vaulted, for example, like this. Let me show you one. The relic is right now in Prime Vault. So yeah, watch out which relic you are actually trying to get. Anyways, I already got my relics right here and farmed up every single piece for the Epitaph Prime. Okay, let's first compare the normal Epitaph to Epitaph Prime. As you can see, fire rate is increased, and for the quick shots, we have a little bit more critical chance, which is good, and quite a lot more critical damage. Okay, that is quite interesting. There is a little bit more range on the explosion we deal, and when it comes to the charge shot, it got a massive upgrade for the status chance and slight upgrades on everything else. When it comes to the mods, you can see that we have two Madurai polarities, which is absolutely amazing since most of them will be Madurai on here, the mods we will use. And we also have one Naramon, which is great for the ammo mutation mod we will get on as well. Absolutely, this weapon has a unique trait, which is increased headshot damage for Sevagoth mains. So yeah, if you got Sevagoth Prime right now, you know which weapon to play with. Yeah, Epitaph Prime, of course. But anyways, let's try and build this weapon. We will make two builds for this weapon. One of them will be a primer build, so we will spread as much status as possible, and the other one will be a charge shot build. But first, let's go with the primer one, because I think it will be less expensive. First off, let's start with the starter build, or the pre-steel path build, let's say. First we have Barrel Diffusion for increased multi-shot, then we have Augur Seeker and Perpetual Agony for status duration, Fulmination for increased blast radius, and then we have 3 60/60 mods. If you don't have Jolt or Scorch mod, I recommend you use Sure Shot, because this will increase our status chance just a little bit more. Additionally, you may also not have these two, which is a bit of a problem, but you can substitute them with Pathogen Rounds and Deep Freeze, so you get viral damage. Viral damage is very good because we will deal additional damage to enemies that are affected with viral stacks. If you're going to use 3 status mods, for example, 2 of them that combine into one element, and then the third one that is standalone, I recommend that the third one is not cold. If you want to see, this is why. The cold damage is forced, even if you have an uncombined effect, for example Scorch with Heat right here. I have both cold and heat on the same weapon, so it is really freaking good. And as the last mod right here, we may use Gunslinger for increased fire rate, or if you have it, Lethal Torrent right here, so we get even more multi-shot and increased fire rate on the same hand. For the sake of this build, I will add Lethal Torrent, so let's now check how this works. Okay, so the point of the primer weapons is to spread status on the enemies so you can kill them easier. This is a killer combination now. We have viral and heat plus cold damage. If we do this real quick, just a few shots, you can see that there is 10 stacks of viral on some enemies, and there is also a lot of cold, which means the enemies are going to be immobile, and also you will deal much more damage on them. You will need some armor stripping abilities if you're using this build right here. Thank you, Nazi, for the critical multiplier. Thank you very much. But this is not the best of builds right now. This is just a starter build. So let's now check the better build, at least in my opinion. With the more advanced build right here, I have in mind a player with a Panzerwolfeifler or the Nourish ability plus the Conjunction Voltage Arcane. You might look at this, only 80% status chance, and be like, what the hell is he doing? But don't worry, we have more status effects. Let me show you. First we have Fulmination for more blast radius, then we have Augur Seeker and Perpetual Agony for status duration, Anemic Agility for fire rate, plus Lethal Torrent for more fire rate and multi-shot. We also have Barrel Diffusion for multi-shot, and then we have Accelerated Isotope for radiation damage and more fire rate, plus Jolt for more status chance and electricity damage. Of course, you may swap Accelerated Isotope for any of the 60/60 mods, but you will lose one of the status effects here. Plus, we have Conjunction Voltage, which will add even more multi-shot to our weapon. The idea here is that we have one more status type, and also more multi-shot with the Conjunction Voltage, but we will have to shoot more shots because we have lower status chance. Is it better? Is it worse? At this point I think it only depends on your preference. Okay, my Kavad gave me more critical damage right now again. Thank you, Natse. Anyways, let's quickly test this Epitaph Prime. As you can see, a lot of freaking status effects and a really quick fire rate. This is insane. So the idea of the primer weapons is to spread status and then use some other weapon with galvanized aptitude or condition overload to actually kill them with increased damage per status. So, you know, this is the primer build. Let's now build this weapon with just normal charge shot in mind. Okay, this is the starting player charge shot build, so if you don't have the Frostbite and Pistol Pestilence mods, you can use the normal ones, the Deep Freeze and Pathogen rounds, but it will be a bit harder to play. The idea is to first spread status with quick radial attacks, so viral damage, and then we shoot them in their heads with our charged shot. The idea of using this weapon is first getting a lot of viral on the enemies and maybe freezing them, and then trying to hit their heads. Why their heads? Because they are going to take a lot of damage. If you're lucky, you will also score a slash proc, which... Thank you again for ruining the demonstration, Natse. He gave me the critical damage. Freaking a buff again. But anyways, this will kill even Steel Path Grenier, so you shouldn't be that scared of using this weapon, you know. If you feel daring today, you may also use the main mod instead of Expel Grenier, so you do more slash damage. This will actually increase the chances of slash procs being hit, and if they are hit, they will deal a lot more damage to the enemies, which is absolutely amazing. But enough dilly-dally. Let's now go to the ultra expensive last build I have for the charge shot. Anyways, 5 formas later and a lot of freaking grinding ahead, and I have my build. So to start off, we have Galvanized Diffusion for multi-shot and additional multi-shot with kills, Galvanized Shot for increased status chance and more damage for, well, more status effects on the enemies, Galvanized Crosshairs for headshot damage and critical chance with that, and even more critical chance, so a lot of critical chance pretty much. Then we have Primed Expel Orokin, or pretty much any Expel mod if you want to go against a specific faction. Then we have Primed Target Cracker for a lot of critical damage, and Lethal Torrent for more fire rate and multi-shot. Now this mod is not the best on this build because of this one right here. Hemorrhage will give us more slash effects if we score impact status effects. Right now, because we have fire rate above 2.5, we have a 35% chance to get a slash effect out of the impact effect. But if our fire rate would be less than 2.5, so if we wouldn't have the Lethal Torrent on, we would have a 70% chance to get a slash effect out of the impact effect. The status chance to get the impact effect is 30%, which is already very high, and we also have the heat here because of Cascadia Flare, so we will do a lot more damage. And I also chose steady hands instead of ammo mutation because I want to get more recoil on this weapon, so it's a little bit more manageable. Oh, what's this now? Creepy. Anyways, if you're not going to use Hemorrhage, you can use any other fire rate mod or status mod. For example, the accelerated isotope mod right here, because I think it is very good. Anyways, let's now go into a mission and check this out. Before I go into the mission, I will be using Necros with Subsumed Nourish ability. This is not the best. It would be better if you would use Panzerwolfaphyla, for example, because the Nourish ability right here will actually take some of the status chance from the impact effect we want to the viral effect, which is not the best, but we will do additional damage as well, so you know, it's kind of, if we don't kill it on the first shot, we will kill it in a few, so, you know. Okay, we're not going to go level cap anyways. Let's go. Okay, we are going to play a short exterminate mission on the steel path. And if you see here, we actually didn't do much damage. The first thing we need to do is get up the Cascadia Flare, which is not that hard. Here we go. And now we just shoot. As you can see, we are freaking destroying them. Yes. Now the goal here is to add up every single buff we have on this weapon, from critical chance we get by aiming and hitting headshots, to just killing enemies with multi-shots, and pretty much freezing enemies with as many freaking status effects. Yeah, you will do very, very high amounts of damage here. It's insane. Now, it is not the fastest of killers, as you can see, but it will deal with pretty much anything on the base steel path. Pretty much anything. The slash effects are absolutely amazing. Look at this. Also, the critical chance. The purple hits I have are the orange crits, so... Damn. This is high. One hit killing frickin' Eximus units. Yikes. So yeah, the goal is just to kill enemies and try to get headshots. And that's it. Maybe if you can kill them, get more status on them. Boop. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, here we go. And pretty much as... if you see it, it's freaking dead. That's kinda it. To show you a little bit easier which buffs we want to actually get is the Panzerwolfaphyla right here with the viral status. Then we have our Cascadia Flare with our just quick shots. Then we have headshot kills for the galvanized scope. And with this we will do... yeah, we will do just massive amounts of damage, you know. Absolutely massive. Okay, I decided to be a bit cheeky. I'm trying to reach the 7 million effective hit points the level 9999, so level cap bombards, the Grineer ones, should have. I'm going to use Prime Expel Grineer, which is not the best on the steel path, you know, the Acolytes, but whatever. I'm going to use Primed Pistol Gambit, you know, just in case. And I'm going to get rid of this to get on this one, Primed Heated Charge. Now this will lower our status chance, you know, quite a lot. We have 90, which is still amazing, but the critical chance, yeah, it is absolutely insane now. Okay, let's check it out. Before I go and check it out, I will check the critical damage numbers once again, so they are just normal. And I'm going to show you with all the buffs I have on Mirage. So first, let's do this for 414% increased damage. Then we will use Ophanium Eyes for armor stripping right here. This shouldn't be that bad, you know. Okay. We are going to use the Hall of Mirrors right here. And, okay. Cascadia Flare activated. Headshots now. Yeah. We are getting insane numbers already. This is a bit too much. 1 million, 2 million, 27 million. Yeah, this is getting out of hand. There is so many things on here, and my Cascadia Flare actually went out, and it was still dealing damage in millions. Yeah, this is crazy. It is a fast killer, it is a reliable weapon, and holy moly, you need to get it. It is extremely fun and engaging to play with the build I have right now. It is expensive, but I think it is worth it. Anyways, thank you everyone for watching. Please like, comment, share, maybe unsubscribe, and if you want to see more videos like this, more spontaneous one, please let me know down in the comments. They are actually really easy to make for me, but I don't know if people like them. If you like them, and if you think I can improve them, please let me know, because I'm open to any kinds of criticisms of the build, of my videos, anything, so I can improve at least. Because I have improved quite a lot with my modding since a few weeks ago, because my builds were absolute trash. However, nowadays, yeah, they are really good now. Anyways, thank you everyone for watching. If you want to see more weapon builds, let me know down in the comments. And I wish you a very nice day. Bye guys.